So we're here at Iowa State, and you are you did a Q&A for ISU After Dark. Do you do stuff like this often?
Every once in a while. Like, we've done a few schools, you know. I don't know why. Like, I get invited. I'm like, of course I'll come. I'd love to hang out.
I mean, it's like your demographic.
Yeah, I think so. I never know.
So you have over 16 million subscribers, right? And so I think a lot of people are drawn to you just because of your down-to-earthness, like your realness.
Thank you.
Yeah. Would you say that you planned that from the beginning, like you wanted to just be real, or did it just kind of come naturally?
It sort of just came naturally. Like, I don't know. No one ever really plans to be real, you know. Like you're just a real person. So yeah, I think I just did what I would usually do if no one was around. So it's pretty much me. Yeah. I'm glad I did it though.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So what would you say is like your drive? Like, what makes you want to make these videos? What are your goals?
I just want to laugh, honestly. Like, I'm really selfish. It's like what I want to do all day, every day. And so I just try to do that. Like, whatever makes me laugh. Sometimes I'll just make the stupidest thing ever. I'm like, it made me laugh, so that's what I wanted to do today.
Makes me laugh.
Yeah, like, I don't know. My goals are just to, be happy and laugh and have a good time at life. So that's what I try to do every day.
And so you have a bachelor's degree from Suffolk.
Suffolk, yeah.
Suffolk.
How'd you know that?
I did a little bit of research.
That's so clever.
And then you had in psychology, right?
Yeah.
And then you have a master's from Boston University in sports.
Sports psychology.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
counseling. So how was your college experience, and how has it influenced the rest of your life?
My college experience was really cool. I played softball, so as a college athlete, your experience is very different than maybe someone else's that doesn't play a sport, because it is 24/7. But it forced me to be really disciplined, and I had some of the best friends ever because you're with them all the time, which is a good thing and a bad thing. But those are some of my best friends for the rest of my life. It taught me how to function on a team and a group on a really high level. And in graduate school, my experience was the opposite of that. It's 100% work all the time, and people just say goodbye to you until you're done, you know?
Yeah.
But it gave me a chance to really figure out who I was. And I think the internet now, that it's a viable career path for people. You'll see a lot of 16-year-olds or 15-year-olds be very successful. And I'm I wouldn't change my experience for the world, because I had the ability to have those formative years to figure out who I was before any of this happened. So I think it helps me stay a regular person and feel like a regular person without freaking out all the time, because it's weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, college probably was the only thing that kept me a real person.
And so does your degree, do you use it at all, or are you just mainly focused on YouTube and stuff?
I mean, I feel like you always use your degree, because it really teaches you so many things just about life in general. So psychology, you use that all the time, but I know I don't work in my field or have a job in my field. It's a solid plan B, and no one can take it away from me. But no, I guess I don't really use it. But I don't regret it. It was fascinating and great. So.
All right, so when you look back at your old videos that you made 6 or 7 years ago, how do you feel? Is it hard to watch, or do you still love them?
I mean, I love what they did, you know? I get it. And 6 years ago, they were funny, you know? And I thought they were funny, and other people thought they were funny. But I cringed only because I'm it's me. You know, it's looking at an old picture of yourself, and you're ah! And then your mom's no, it's cute. It's so cute. You're no, Mom, shut up. I cringe a little only because it's an older version of myself, but I do appreciate those videos, and I like them. But cringe.
What's your favorite video that you've made?
I really like my drunk makeup tutorial. I think recently I was pretty proud of the roast yourself video that I did, because my boyfriend and I played a lot with the green screen, which was really fun. Opened a whole new world. You can be anywhere. I love my green screen. It's stupid.
All right, and you have 3 dogs, right?
Mhm.
Mr. Marbles,
Kermit and Peach.
and I mean, they're getting pretty famous. I think they're starting to rival you. So how do they handle that fame? Do they have like gold collars, diamond studs?
No, they prefer to be naked 100% of the time, yeah. So I let them, you know, from like, you're a dog, so you live your life naked, I get it.
Do what you want.
People stop them a lot, because they're like, is that Kermit? I'm like, yeah, because they're, you know, you're walking 2 Italian Greyhounds and a tiny Chihuahua. Like, people recognize them, they're kind of hard to miss. But, you know, they get lots of pets and scratches. I think they like it. They like the attention. Yeah, they're good dogs.
And so you've collaborated with all kinds of other famous YouTubers, like you were in the Smosh movie, right?
Yes, I love them.
And you've worked with Epic Mealtime
Yeah.
and Ryan Higa.
Yeah.
So what can you say about working with those guys and the YouTube community as a whole?
Those people that you just named in particular are all awesome human beings. Like Ryan and Smosh have been on YouTube for over 10 years.
Yeah.
And so they've sort of seen everything change, and they've been around since the beginning. Those two, like themselves, are probably some of my biggest mentors, like Ryan especially, only because we hang out more. But he sort of made a viable business plan if you want to stay independent and do things on the internet. He's done that really successfully, and I look up to him a lot, even though he's younger than me, which is weird. And Epic Mealtime, those guys are fucking amazing and rad. Like Harley Morenstein's probably the realest person you'll ever meet in your life. But the YouTube community as a whole is really, really cool because we're all sort of doing something new, and we're very supportive of each other because we realize that if someone opens a door for themselves, it really does open the door for the entire community, you know? Like if someone does a TV show or a movie or any kind of thing, a book, it really opens up the door for everyone else that is themselves for a living or an online creator to have this as a possibility now. So it brings us close together, and we all really appreciate each other, I think, so it's pretty cool.
So if you were to go back, like when you first started making, and would you ever think that you would become this popular?
No, oh God, no, not at all. No, because it wasn't really a thing, you know? Like there were some people on YouTube, but it wasn't quite this like world that it is now, you know? Like you have kids being like, I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up, which is like wild to me. So if I went back in time, no, I'd just be like, dude, it's gonna get really weird soon. So buckle up.
Yeah, so I mean, just like you said, that kids want to grow up and be YouTubers, you kind of inspire people like that.
It makes my heart happy. I mean, I would always, I've given this advice to younger YouTubers that ask me, like, I'm at this crossroads, should I drop out of school and pursue something on the internet? And I always tell people to stay in school, because I'm an education pusher, I think it's really important. I'm like, what was the question? Fuck, I just forgot. Am I not allowed to say it? Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
But I think people should stay in school and not pursue the internet right away. But then again, who knows? I don't know. But they do really want to be YouTubers, which is wild to me, because it was not a viable career path when I started.